How many pre-beers did you have?
The pre-beers don't count.
They do now.
The pre-beers don't count. Everyone knows that. Welcome back, everyone. Hope everyone's having a fantastic week as always. I first like to preface this by saying we are sorry for being late. There's a lot of moving parts. I had like 4 interviews this week. 4th of July was happening. There was a lot of moving parts this week. It was really hard to get us all together in one spot, so I do apologize for that. But we are back, and I'm definitely going to get this episode out as soon as possible. We got RC on the top right here. There he is. Squid's over here. Right there. Wait, bitch. There we go. And we have a special guest. I'll let Squid go ahead and introduce him.
So this is one of my main lifelong friends. Everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. He's a dipshit. But let's bring out Colby, aka Skinny Penis.
What do you do?
There he is. There he is. I haven't seen him with the beard yet.
Apparently. You haven't seen my beard, man?
I saw you one time. I didn't even recognize you. I logged in the Discord and you had a beard and the other Zan had a beard. And I was like, who the fuck are these old ass men here? Who are these mature adults? It's absolutely insane that we got you on the podcast. I really enjoyed it.
Zan, not Zane.
Sure.
It's
Zan. Yeah. So we definitely glad because the last few you are the first male guest we've had on the podcast. So congrats.
Actually, he is.
The first male guest, which is really good. But also you're the first gamer friend we have that's an avid gamer. So that's something that Ashley does game, but she's not big into the gaming. Josie, I don't think she games. Ed. No, yeah.
Nah, she doesn't really.
Not really, no.
So there's a lot that now it's kind of like we're all on the same playing field here, which kind of brings up the topic of today. The topic of the day is really found under the topic of gaming, how you got into gaming, the significance of gaming, and and where you are right now as an avid gamer. So that's something that we were going to cover today, and I guess we could start it off kind of real quick. I mean, how you guys doing? I haven't seen. Happy 4th of July. We haven't opened our beers yet.
We're waiting. What we doing here?
Cheers, everyone. Oh, my camera's over here. Bing bong. And I definitely wanted to kind of bring something up that was kind of not. One of my good friends listens to the podcast, and he says, he's the one that was like telling me about doing a gamer episode because we're all gamers. And I thought about that, and he goes, "Have you ever had 3D?" And I go, "What? 3D, the energy drink?" And I go, "No, I mean I drink pre-workouts." And he's like, "Try 3D. You're gonna feel extremely uncomfortable because it's that strong." So I bought
I've had 3 dicks.
I in your mouth, yeah. I haven't had a 3D yet. 3D. No, not your 3D. The 3D, the energy drink. So I'm gonna try it out on this podcast as well.
The orange one. The orange one is the best. It's the Sunburst. Fire.
It's hard to find. I cannot fucking find it.
I had to go to 2 stores. Yeah.
2 stores I know that'll sell it. The orange one at least, and they're always out, or they just don't have it. It sucks because that's my favorite one next to the
orange and grape
one.
Yeah, I had to go to 2 stores for this one, but I'll say I have to get this one because it's Liberty Pop, and we just had 4th of July. So don't be a scumbag, guys. All right, I'm gonna do this is my initial reaction. Let's see how it is. It smells like a popsicle.
I'll let you taste it first, but
they're good.
You definitely don't need to chug it.
But to be fair, they're not strong. Your friend's full cap if he's strong.
Shout out to the homie Marcus.
Your friend out, dude.
I know, right?
Well,
fuck you, friend.
The one RC just had is way stronger than that shit.
Oh yeah, no. Fucking ghosts are fucking ridiculously strong.
They are solid. Ghost is the one that's the one I go
Ghost
to. Yeah.
Is fucking good. Oh my god.
That's the energy drink is really good. Ghost and the other C4 is really good. The Starburst flavor. The solid.
C4 fucks me up. It makes me sick.
Say it again.
The C4 makes me sick. That's why the same thing with like Bang and Rain. I had to stop. I drank them so much that I guess they fucked my stomach up because now when I drink a Bang, I get sick, or if I drink a Rain, I get sick. But, the Ghost and the 3Ds don't mess my belly up, and Red Bull never fucks my belly up.
I can drink anything, but if
horse cum. Oh, challenge time.
Challenge time.
If I haven't eaten anything and I drink a C4 on an empty stomach, I'll start to fucking itch.
Yeah.
But only C4. Everything else I'm fine. I can go without eating and just down drinks.
I'm fine as well. So he was saying that, but he's a normal guy. He works as the post office. He's just a normal guy that
He
drinks.
works at or as, because you said as the post office. I don't think. I mean,
he's a living, breathing. He is a living, breathing building. Yeah. Yeah, he's a living, breathing building at the post office. That's his full-time job.
I knew there was something suspicious about that fucking thing.
So when you go into the Portland one, you're entering him. So I'll let y'all have that as y'all want.
That's hot.
But so far, I mean, it's not. It's actually, I like the taste. It does. I do feel something. Kind of. Are y'all guys getting erections, or is it just me? It's just me, right? Yeah.
So 3Ds are a little bit sweeter than most energy drinks.
I mean, what's the?
They are sweeter.
20 calories, 6 grams of carbs. That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah.
Anyways, back on topic, folks.
Exactly. Let's get back on.
Again.
Yeah.
Fucking do that shit all the time.
Yeah.
So.
Let's go ahead and start with. Go RC.
Indie gaming?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get. I'll go last. Go ahead, Ed. How'd you start? Where did you begin your gaming career?
It all started when I was born.
All right, we should have gone with him. Let's go with someone else.
Why did you lead?
And let's start talking to other podcast co-hosts.
Oh my god!
All right, go ahead.
Time for my separate video. How I got kicked out of the podcast.
Tangent.
Okay. So
differences.
Honestly, that little bitch up there in the corner is the reason I started gaming.
You're pointing to RC.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was pointing to Colby's a little bitch, I thought.
Yeah, because you're here for me.
Bitches, but for me, RC's like right there in the corner.
Got it.
Okay. We're on his screen.
Yeah.
So, honestly, like any younger brother, older brother type thing, growing up, RC was older, so he was playing the games, and then my uncle had showed him games, and so when I was old enough to actually comprehend how to play them and stuff, I started playing them with RC, and we would share systems growing up. We went through fucking. I don't remember if we actually had a PS1, but we for sure had a PS2. We had an Xbox, which actually I still have our original Xbox and PS2. And then we had them all, and for a while, up until the PS3s, we shared the system. So, we either played together or we would watch each other play, and we would try and take turns, or when one of us is doing something else. And then we finally started getting our own system, so we had separate PS3s, and so I was able to dive more into being able to play as leisurely as I wanted, and that's how I really got into it. It's really a lot to do with my older brother, the way it usually is. That's sticking.
Agreed. What was the first game that you really got invested in as a child?
I will say, watching my cousin. For one I really remember. I know I love the Crash series, but to spark my whole gaming, wanting to play the story-driven stuff, was watching my cousin play Final Fantasy X.
I was gonna say Final Fantasy, and then Kingdom Hearts.
Rest in peace, but yes, I remember watching him play them, and they were so incredible games that I had never seen that it sparked me wanting to play them and pushed everything.
Okay, nice. All right, Colby, what about you? I'm going in a circle.
No, you're good. Good.
Mine's not really as intimate as Edward's was. I started playing with my grandpa. He had a Nintendo 64.
Hey, that's right.
That sounds super intimate as hell. Jeez.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's a good memory with my grandpa. But then there's a long time where I was not allowed to play video games. I didn't get a console until PlayStation 3. I mean, my dad had a PlayStation 1, but the kids didn't really play it. And then we got a PlayStation 3. I don't remember how old I was, but I just got right into just the shooter games, man. I remember Resistance: Fall of Man.
Oh, hell
the
yeah.
first game that I played on the PS3, and I spent so many freaking hours on that game. But then, I just stayed with shooters up until recently. The first non-shooter game I've actually played. Can y'all guess what it is? Because I know
Dance Dance Revolution.
Discord with me.
Yeah.
Dance Dance Revolution.
No life the fuck out of this game.
Dude, yes. Elden Ring, man. I have
Oh
a
my
total.
God,
I have over
jeez.
300 hours between my PC and my PS4, and holy shit, that's
Bro. I've
most.
watched this guy beat the fucking New Game Plus in like a matter of 2 hours.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
And just one Discord session. I feel like fuck, it was yesterday.
yeah. Just yesterday, I freaking speedran the entire game.
Are you serious?
And, yeah. And when we
Did
are
you
done
stream
with
that
it,
shit?
I'm getting back on it. Not on Twitch, just in
Oh,
Discord.
you need to stream that shit, bro. You need to.
I like-
You used to be such an avid streamer. You had a great following,
I
a
know.
fucking awesome channel. I used to watch it while I was work all the time. I loved it. And then, of course, you transitioning back to the States, like, that kind of fell through. I wish you'd get back
Yeah.
into it, man.
If
Like,
I
love
still,
your channel.
If I still had that account, I would still be streaming. I
got
just
you.
it's tied to my Bahraini phone number, which I no longer have. And if I
Yeah.
want to log in, it has to send a text to that. So
I got you. I
The
got
two
you.
the
Yeah, that's
two-factor authentication fucked you at the
yeah.
end.
the shit out of me,
Yeah.
dude.
So
And
for those, I was just say for those who don't know, Colby is a veteran from the Navy,
Mhm.
yes,
and
yes.
so
recently
he was
separated.
yeah.
Happy 4th of July. just keep bringing that up.
I thought I'd mention that because if you're gonna be mentioning Bahrain or stuff about your streaming, you know.
Oh yeah,
So
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
context of why you were there because it's such a
Yeah.
far off place.
so
Anyways.
super fast backstory. If I talk about Bahrain, I was in the Navy for 4 years. I spent my entire time in the Middle East on a super tiny island called Bahrain. All I did there was work and stream video games. So we're gonna talk. I'm sure it'll come up again about me streaming video games. If I bring up Bahrain, that's why.
Yeah, that's actually a very intimate
But-
story about your grandfather, though. Is he still? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
he's
alright.
still kicking.
All right.
He,
yeah.
He's 77, and
That's not
acts
that
like he's
old.
14. Yeah, no, he's not old, and he acts like a child, bro. He massive pothead. I swear that's why he's still such a child.
Drugs are badass.
Yeah, dude, he's still kicking. I was just talking to him the other day.
All right, that's
Nice.
awesome. That's actually a really nice story. I've heard a lot of stories of like people that play with like it's like a good bonding experience
Yeah.
that you can have as with like someone that got you into video games. And there's even a story of like what's that game Forza? I think RC you play it. The old one where you played on the Xbox where it had if you played someone on there if they weren't playing like player 2 side, they had a ghost car that would race forever.
Yeah.
And,
They had
and
an AI bot that would.
but it wouldn't be AI. It would be the person that played there. It'd be like a recreation of the race. But one of the stories that I heard was like that a son found his old Xbox and his dad who passed away. He found it. He plugged it in, and sure enough, there's his dad's little avatar racing him. And he said, once you beat him, because it's a high score. Whoever got the high score, his avatar stays there. And once you beat it. It goes away. Now you're going to be the avatar. And he said, like, I would race it. And I think one time I finally actually almost beat it. And I stopped at the finish line. And I just went ahead and passed it. And
Lost it. Yeah.
yeah, and that's kind of where you,
Yeah, Dad.
yeah, suck that, Dad. Yeah, I told you your ass at this game. Glad you're dead.
Bro,
Yeah, I see. Yeah, he comes up with the grave and just beats the shit out of him. Yeah, but that's that, and I think that's a good experiment. I never had that growing up, and I always wanted that. Even now, like I try to, like my nephew came into town and my dad's like playing the game with him. He doesn't even know how to hold the controller. I'm like, Dad, you got to hold it like this. Give it to me, and I don't even let him play.
Just
So-
go and smoke your fucking nephew in the game.
And then smoke my dad. Like, hey, you're ass at this game. So definitely, that's a really nice bonding experience. I like that story. That story it didn't suck. Like you made it seem it was gonna suck.
Yeah,
That's
no,
very intimate. Ed's story was not intimate.
The only reason I say it's not super intimate is because I was like dumb young, and I really
Yeah,
remember it through my family telling me about it. It's not necessarily like a first person memory, if that makes sense.
Steve,
like I'm a-
quit double fisting that shit. Pick one.
but I'm in the same cup already.
Jesus
Damn.
Christ.
Yeah.
Don't
Make
don't
me
do
pissed.
that. Don't do
Make me
that.
pissed.
Be an adult. Cut it out.
Yeah, cut it out. Why?
Don't make me tell your mom.
Shut the fuck up, guy. You really loud. All right, I like that. So, what about you, RC? Where did you kind of begin your little gaming career, your little tiny baby gaming career?
So there's a picture, and my mom has it, of me sitting. I had to have been a year old, maybe a year and a half old. I'm sitting in my uncle's lap holding the N64 controller, the old, toggle with the fucking 2 buttons. That's it, and holding it. And for me, gaming was just that. Like, I remember growing up playing on my uncle's N64, Duck Hunt, and then he had the handheld Atari that I would play the little shark game or the dolphin game and fucking Mega Man and all that shit on.
Oh, Mega Man's
That's
classic.
where I guess I stayed into gaming, and as we got older, my dad played computer games for a little bit before he just got developed in work, and that went out the window. PlayStation 1 with my cousins, Xbox, Halo. I remember doing LAN parties with my neighbors at a very young age with Halo, just split 4 screen and we're just going to fucking town, and as I progressed and got older, it was just playing with my cousins, and then we got our own consoles. So like Squid said, we would trade off playing on the Xbox, or we would trade off playing on this or that, and me and him always had our own genres of games. Like for me, on the PS3, one of the games I really got developed in was MAG, which was one of the first giant player-based games that was ever released. It had over 100 and something people in a single lobby, which at that time was fucking unheard of. And that was like the first game that I developed into and started playing independently once me and Squid got separate systems. We both had our own PS3s, which technically one was my dad's and one was ours, but same shit. Yeah, that's how I guess got into gaming. I played with my cousins and family and just never left it, man. I've always been playing, always will be playing.
I like that. I feel like there's definitely something, that having like your first like game is kind of how you set the stage for the rest of your gaming like career. Because whatever you start with, it's kind of like that nostalgia feeling always comes back, and you always want to jump back into the games that felt that. So shooters, you started off with shooters, you're probably playing shooters. Me, I've always been fighters. I've always been playing fighters. So now, yeah.
So what's your story, Steve?
Oh yeah, let's get into it.
So your turn, guy.
Mine is interesting as hell. I have a very weird background with gaming because my first game I remember playing was Banjo-Kazooie.
Banjo-Kazooie?
Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie was the first game that I actually got deep in. That was the first system I had, was a 64. But it wasn't but that was the first story game I ever played. Other than that, we didn't have the system, so our cousin had a system. We'd go, and of course, Street Fighter was one of the big ones. We would always get invested in Street Fighter. That was kind of how we all bonded. Which kind of makes sense because that's kind of what I play now. I play fighters. I'm always into fighters. But yeah, so that was kind of the beginning of my little gaming career, was Banjo-Kazooie. But then it just progressed. I mean, I loved adventure-based. Platformers were my thing. The Lion King, the Super Nintendo Lion King game, it was impossible to beat. And then Earthworm Jim, to me was iconic. I have a poster somewhere. I got to find it. But Earthworm Jim was one of my favorite games growing up because it was such an interesting platformer. The background was really nice. It was a great story. It was even a great cartoon. And of course, Super Mario Brothers played a really big part in that. So the Nintendo 64 was my first system, and then it just progressed. And then we started getting into other games like Metal Gear Solid. Not Metal Gear Solid. I'll get to that later. Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal was, to me, one of my favorite games because it was such a good game and a good idea. And then we ended up playing the Twisted Metal series, and then it didn't end with Twisted Metal Black, but my Twisted Metal that's where I ended it. Twisted Metal Black, which is one of my all-time favorite games.
How do you do better than Black?
Fucking best.
How do you do better than that?
Oh my god.
Well, they made a new Twisted Metal after that, and it just was.
I bought it.
It was ass. It was just called Twisted Metal. It was just ass. They even have one called Twisted Metal Small Brawl where you play as kids, and it's little RC cars.
I remember that.
It was a dope. It was a dope game. And Calypso, the villain of the entire series, was the bully of the neighborhood. So everybody had their own little story, and it was off after Calypso, and it was just so funny. And then kind of progressed throughout that, and where I started kind of, and I think I've told you all this, where my competitive began when I was like 12. My brother was really big into Madden, and he was into Madden, and I'm in Madden. So Madden and Tony Hawk's and Fight Night were our 3 games we would play. So we wouldn't be known for these games. So people would say like, "I'll beat you," and we would just say, "No, you won't." And then we would just pull up. We would just pull up. We would just be outside.
Boy, they fucking fight.
Yeah,
games every day.
yeah, it was like really competitive, and it was like, and it progressed over like the next like 7 years, where anybody said anything, we would just pull up and be waiting outside, like, hey, we bought our systems, we got some TVs, we didn't have monitors, we had TVs, we have our TVs.
Yeah.
You either come out and let's play, let's run it, and we would, and then it got really bad. So there was times where we would come up and play Madden, and we would like go to like some dude's house, like in the middle of nowhere, and we'd play Madden, and we'd have money on the line. We'd actually have money. We'd be betting. Everyone would be betting, and it got.
my fucking God.
It was.
It's heated, dude.
It was, and it's Madden, so like we even have these rules called 21 skunk. So if you 21 skunk somebody, like that means if you score 21 points consecutively, they're done. It's over. So because like why waste time, right?
It's like a mercy rule, yeah.
Yeah. So and if I 21 skunked this one guy, and it was he just said get the fuck out. Like no, like it was like, and people, he said no, get the fuck out of my house. Like all y'all get the fuck out. He just kicked us out after we 21 skunked him, and it's and that's kind of like where I kind of started getting really into it. And then after that, I haven't. After I guess high school, I stopped gaming altogether. I mean, I didn't play any games. I don't even remember. Like I had such a huge gap from 2010 to like 2017, where I don't even remember touching any games. God of War was the one game I think I touched in that. God of War 3 was like
In that whole span.
7 years. I think that was one of the only few games I touched. Madden here and there, other games. Guitar Hero was really popular, 2010. But I don't even remember being a gamer in those 7 years. So that's where now that was kind of how I started. So, real quick, let's go ahead and get a top 3 all-time favorite games. Ed, go ahead.
Fuck.
On the spot. On the spot.
Crash Bandicoot.
Okay.
Fucking Kingdom Hearts. And the Batman Arkham series. Batman Arkham Asylum.
We could do series. I like that because I'm gonna do a single game, but I think series is fine.
Just because those I can play all the time and just fucking I love them.
Kobe's been thinking like Kobe didn't listen to he didn't listen to
Elden Ring.
he didn't listen to one word you said. He was thinking his whole time.
No, so I was thinking Modern Warfare 2. That game, I literally put years of my fucking life into that game. Modern Warfare 2, Elden Ring, and probably Spore. You remember Spore?
I remember Spore.
Dude, that game, my friend had a computer at his house, and I would go over there. I was a dick. I would literally just play his freaking computer.
You want to go outside? Yeah. No, I'm busy right now. Let me just beat this bounce real quick.
No, that game was super fun.
Okay.
Yeah,
RC?
I'm surprised you didn't say Fortnite. Like, honestly, with how big Fortnite, was with you and in everything you did, I'm surprised that wasn't on the list.
Fortnite is
I agree.
Valorant to me right now. I play
get
the
it.
shit out of the game, but I hate it. I didn't
Never
like
thought he
Fortnite
liked
when I
it.
played it. I was just good at it.
Yeah,
I got you.
I've never
feel that.
seen you stream anything but Fortnite. I have I even watched your stream when you did the Ariana Grande one. You're like riding a pinata or something. I was like, all right, this game's kind of interesting. I'll watch him because I'm never gonna spend $1 on this. But yeah, I'm surprised as well that you didn't put Fortnite. But that makes sense though. I understand that where you feel like you have an obligation.
It's personal. Yeah, I got you.
I had an obligation to play that game.
Yeah.
Well, that and Fortnite fucking sucks.
It does suck.
You just ruined everyone's day right now. There's like a 13-year-old right now.
Crossing streams were probably some of the best
Dude,
streams I
I
watched. with
love
you.
that.
Animal Crossing is
Yes.
super fun. Yeah.
I loved your Animal Crossing streams. That whole segment when you did Animal Crossing was fucking awesome.
I wish I could have seen that.
There was one night when I was overnight and he was in Bahrain, and he streamed fucking it on Discord, and we were just playing Animal Crossing while watching it. And it was the most wholesome and greatest thing.
Dude, Animal Crossing is so fun, but it's like Minecraft to me, where I have to be in the mood for that type of game.
I get
or
that.
I can't be on it.
I get that.
Go ahead, RC.
Who's up? Oh, me? Like I said, Mag, without a doubt. Mag is still to this day. If they ever bought that game back, I would fucking spend stupid amounts of money. Simpsons Hit and Run.
That's a hot game.
That game has so much nostalgia for me that if I had a version that I was able to play for a little bit, and then it stopped working, and I was devastated. But I loved that game. It was one of my favorites. And then my love-hate relationship with the Destiny series and Bungie, which everyone knows. Yeah, that's a whole other fucking story. But
We'll get into
yes,
that.
Destiny will always be a part of my life, and is always going to be a game that I will always wind up going back to. But that's a whole other fucking story.
We're not time for
Yeah,
that.
those would be my three.
I got it. Let me think real
You?
quick. I wasn't even planning on my three. No, I guess for number three, Earthworm Jim is definitely one of my favorites. I'm a big, huge platformer fan, and that's Mario Brothers is cool and all, but like, I mean, I like Mario Brothers. I'm not gonna, but the story, like Mario is a plumber and he's saving a princess. Bullshit.
Colby, I love you.
Bullshit. He's not. Honestly, he's not out there. Bowser was just dicking down Princess Peach while Mario had to go save her. Really, give her a ride home. We know the true story. Yeah.
He was the friend zone.
Yeah, he was the friend zone guy. Yeah, she would never go for a plumber. Yeah, she was a princess. We know the true backstory. But so Earthworm Jim had a really good story. I mean, it was about a worm, a very simple one. Worm, a suit falls on top of him when he's climbing out of a hole. He now has the power of the suit. He's being chased by this space crow, and that's the villain of the entire series. So that was good. So Earthworm Jim would be my number three. Number two is going to be trying to think of the games. Tekken 3. Tekken 3 was the first time they introduced my main character, which is Eddie Gordo. And that's kind of whenever I really started kind of getting into fighting games. Tekken 3 was iconic to me. And the other Tekkens are fine and all. I like them. They're fun. But the one that always sticks out to me is always going to be Tekken 3 because that's the introduction to my main. But it's also me being kind of interested in Tekken as a whole. Because I had Tekken 1 and 2. They were fine. But Tekken 3 was the one I got invested in. I mean, I could have easily switched to like Soul Calibur or Street Fighter and, my life would have been the same. But Tekken 3 is kind of put me where I'm at right now. And of course, last one, Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. Best game that's ever existed. The most amazing story. I had nightmares for years because that story at the very end. The whole story with Raiden, the whole story with Liquid Snake. And then that whole series, I played the last 5. I don't remember it because I played it really drunk and I beat it, so I don't know how it ended. But yeah, I don't. So I got to play that one again. But like, Metal Gear Solid 1, I never beat, but it was an awesome game. Sons of Liberty to me was just so amazing, and I always put that. 3, Snake Eater was a really good game as well. I liked the story, but prequel. 4 was fine. I like that it was kind of like
Guns of Patriots.
Yeah, Guns of Patriots.
Patriots.
Yeah, but 2 to me, I will never. I can never leave that off any of the list because it's such an iconic game in my life.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I played
100%.
that game so much that I could play it pretty much blindfolded, and that's how I got the nickname Raiden, was because I played that game and would talk about it nonstop with my friends at the time. That they started calling me that name, and it just fucking stuck.
Okay, Raiden.
Play that game fucking blindfolded if I wanted to.
That's funny because one time I went to Houston for a tournament, and I was fighting in grand finals, losers finals. I was gonna fight for grand finals. The guy that I played is the number 1 speedrunner for Metal Gear Solid Sons of Liberty.
No shit.
He is the number 1. He's won it. He's got the title. Tyler 2022, I believe his name is. Go give him a follow if you want. But yeah, he's the number 1 speedrunner. He speedruns a lot of games. I don't know if he's still the current champ, but he runs it. And I watch him sometimes when he streams it, and it's basically got to do a cartwheel the entire game with Raiden. That's it. Yeah, that's all you're doing is a cartwheel the whole game. Oh, he's the number 1 speedrunner with 100% dog tags. So the ones that play that know the dog tags, 100% dog tags.
Damn.
So I definitely can't.
Dude, that shit's crazy. Fucking speedrunners, they're another breed, dude. Like guys who go through that kind of shit, that I'll give you props. Like that is fucking dumb.
I did it for a little bit with Resident Evil fucking 8.
I remember that. Yeah.
It's pretty crazy to do. I think I played 20 times. I played Resident Evil 8 in multiple difficulties. Fucking just running the speed run. I was trying to get it. It takes a lot out of you, man. It's crazy. You have to
My-
remember so much shit.
My old coworker Darkanos, he had fucking what is it? You're playing Elden Ring. What's the one that came before Elden Ring?
Dark Souls
blanking.
3?
Dark Souls 3. He had the record for Dark Souls 3 for the longest time for the
That's
speed
cool.
run for that one.
That's crazy.
And then he had a record for Resident Evil 7 for a little bit too.
Dude,
That dude's
I
fucking rowdy.
just replayed 7. 7's so fucking good.
7's so much fun.
Yeah.
I
It's
recently
amazing.
started Dark Souls 3. That game is no freaking joke, dude.
Yeah.
I remember watching
Yeah,
you play it.
no shit.
Mm-mm.
Dude, I heard him, like, literally, all he was doing was raging. That's what he
It looks. Is that where you just roll around and shit? Don't lie. Is that it? You just roll around?
You have to, dude. There's content.
I like how your voice cracked on that one.
You have to learn to dodge roll and parry. Like that is key, or you're just gonna get wiped over and over and over.
Oh, freaking Lord.
I almost cracked the top 100 for Cuphead. I almost did.
No shit.
I was close, but I fucking died twice, and I died twice and just kept pretending playing, but still, Dr. Kyle's robot, that bitch. But
I fucking hate that one.
but like watching, if you ever watch a streamer do a speed run, like there's one I watched. He was like 30 minutes in, and he's trying to get under 42, I think. 30 minutes in, and he dies. He just starts slamming his desk because it's so.
breaking the fuck.
It's so much pressure. Like, it's so much pressure, like, to be practicing constantly. Now it's time to show out. And you die. He was slamming the desk. So, basically, 30 minutes in, he goes, all right, guys, I'm going to end the stream. And just, like, closes out. And I was like, all right. So, which brings me to the next topic. You guys ever rage? Who's raging? Who rages?
Colby?
Lee, without a fucking doubt, has raged.
What's the worst?
Colby?
Colby, what's the worst thing you've done out of rage?
God, I don't know.
By the way, the ones that aren't gamers, raging is basically whenever you lose, you die, and you just throw some kind of little hissy fit.
Fucking yeah, you either break shit, scream, knock shit over, throw something.
Flip your desk over, kiss your wife, whatever.
Incredibly, your wife. I'm incredibly competitive, bro. So there was
Very.
like 8 years of my life where the only thing I ever played was competitive PvP. I was killing people, people were killing me, and I get pretty sucked into every game that I play regularly, so I get good at it, right? Man, I think Fortnite has my worst rage. I was live on stream, and I made a stupid move. We were playing in a competitive tournament, right? So I never placed, I never made any money, but there was money on the line. And it's solo, so I'm pushing this guy. Some dude third parties me and I kill him. And without thinking to reload my guns, I just continue to push the other guy. And I have this dude box like a fish, super
Dead to
cringe, I
rights.
know. Dead to rights, dude. And I edit my wall open, no ammo in my shotgun, and he 200 pumps me. One shot kill him. And I think I punched my desk so my cam falls, and then I just threw
You broke
my
a
headphone
keyboard at one point. I know you broke a headset and a keyboard at one
Headset,
point.
Overwatch.
Yeah, I've broken multiple headsets, but I have that clip on my Instagram. I'm not gonna shout out my Instagram because I don't do social media anymore.
I want to see
But
that
if
clip.
you already follow me, you can scroll down far enough and hear my headphones shatter against the wall. So yeah, I think that's probably the worst. I also, sorry, I don't mean to
No, you're good.
time, but I used to keep a controller just to rage at it because controller players used to be pretty infamous on Fortnite. So I literally bought a $60 controller just to smash it, and it ended up being just the motherboard on the inside by the time.
By the time you were done, it was just pieces.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Oh my god, I don't
I used to
know.
get mad.
Squid? Rage? No rage?
So, I get rage. Pretty much I try and contain it. It's been coming out quite frequently with Valorant though.
Yeah.
Colby's
I can
correct.
imagine.
I'm not like slamming my desk or anything, but like I'm yelling because
Yeah.
the amount of shit I've been dying to, like I'm by far I'm not that good. I'm not, but I'm decent. I'm okay, you know. And it's just some of these times that I die, it's like, what? How the fuck did I die? Like I had them in my sights. I clicked. I had everything. Like I should have gotten a fucking kill, and I just get destroyed. And I just yell.
I got
But
you.
Um, my worst was probably.
Excuse me.
Oh god, I don't know. I've never really raged too much. I guess maybe it was back over. Actually, okay, I remember. It was playing Smash one time with Steven Zan.
I was gonna bring that up, but I was waiting for you to finish.
I think I don't know if it's the same time you're talking about. I was learning Terry, and for people who don't know about Smash, Terry has secret inputs. So his side B or up B, if you do side angle and then like A, it'll do that side B. And so if you're going in a different direction, you do it. If you take 2 seconds to move your thing right before it on your left stick and hit the wrong button, it'll fucking knock you into a different combo move and throw you off stage.
Oh shit!
What?
Yeah, it's bad. Because of a secret
Just
move.
launch you across the stage.
Yeah, so he has one where it's like a cartwheel kick. But
Okay.
if you're going and but if you're coming back this way, the directional input's to the left. So if you do the wrong directional input and click A, it'll do it to the right.
Got you. Okay,
Oh.
that makes sense.
So I was learning him, and I was having stick drag, and I was getting my ass kicked by Steven Zan because of all of it, and I got fucking pissed. I fucking slammed my fucking fist on my desk. I think I might have thrown my controller. They heard me on the other side of the apartment.
We roasted the fuck out. We have like I wish we could get
I was
Zan
so pissed,
because we have like a mantra that we say that Ed doesn't grab ledge.
I wasn't.
So he doesn't grab ledge. It's the funniest thing. I have a whole compilation of Ed not grabbing ledge. Like he could be sliding down like the edge, and he won't grab it. And there's no input for grabbing ledge. It grabs automatically, but he's just sliding down it. So we roast him so
And
much.
You can watch it. I literally just go straight next to the ledge, and it doesn't grab.
He just like his character said, nah.
It was
You
everything
need
that could go
sing that
wrong.
with the goodbye or hello darkness, my old friend meme right as you're going, bro.
Everything that could go wrong went wrong, and I wasn't having it.
Oh.
I was fucking pissed.
I have on my Hover account. If you don't know Hover's like TikTok for gamers. On my Hover account, I have an actual video clip that I clipped of Ed, and I forgot the song, but it's like he's like Jigglypuff falling off the edge, and I paused it, and it's that yep, that's me right there. You're probably wondering how I got in this situation, and it's just a whole bunch of him like falling off the ledge. It got my most likes, which was like 38, which isn't a lot, but still.
Like I said, I'm not here for much except for a cheap laugh, whether it's games or anything.
He does get mad, and there's one clip I have where me and Zan just bully him, not on purpose. It just happened, and like it was just like everything. He wanted to die. Let's just put it what it was. He wanted to get hit with those smash attacks. I didn't want him to. He did, but yeah. So I do remember him raging a lot. But that was fun. What about you, RC? Oh, go ahead, Ed. Sorry.
I was gonna say, Steve, you know my motto. Can't say it on the stream, but there's a
Oh
reason
yeah, Siba.
Anybody who watches Sunny will understand it.
I don't.
I'm not
Myself
cool.
have two extremely bad times that I've raged in my life. One of them cost me a keyboard. The second one cost me a controller. Back when Destiny 1, when they first introduced Trials, which was the competitive version of their Crucible, which was their PvP, me and my buddies at the time no-lifed the fuck out of that. We played Trials regularly so we could become a trial team. We knew the maps, we knew how to play. That was like the height of my PvP career. That's why I really don't do PvP games now. And we were at the final match for making Crucible, or making the Trials team championship, and midway through my controller dies. Like I am last round Trials and my controller dies. I'm dead, fish in the water. And I got so mad that I just began beating the fucking controller into the floor and broke it into pieces.
Yeah.
Instead of taking the time to throw it and grab my other one, because I always had two, one on the charger, one with me, I just began fucking beating the shit out of the controller and cost us the game.
You just gotta get that thing.
So, yeah. So.
You're dead and you can't do anything anyways.
Yeah.
I wasn't dead yet. I was just standing there. I was a bot.
He's basically dead. His controller died.
I couldn't
Oh,
do anything.
I thought it died. I thought it died and then you died, so you just started smashing it.
No. I just died. I'm there. I'm a bot now. So they're giving call outs, and I'm like, I can't do anything. I'm fucked. Like, and I don't know why it didn't register
You were
to
just-
grab my other controller. I just
Tunnel vision.
Yeah,
You were just
yeah. I was
blinded.
like, that's it, game over, and I just started fucking beating the shit out of my controller. And back then, streaming wasn't a thing. I wish it was, because I would have loved to have that fucking clip.
Oh, that would have been great.
The second time was with Warzone, actually. Yeah, we were doing Call of Duty Warzone.
Oh, Warzone. Okay.
Yeah. So me and a couple guys played competitively in Z League, which is the you can play championship for money and stuff like that. And final round, we're winning. End of the championship, $200 if we won, and we get into a bot hacker immediately.
Oh, that's so.
We're
annoying.
the last two teams,
That's-
and we're watching the kill cam, and this dude from across the map is just sniping at the wall, takes us all out. And I don't know why. Like we had played, I want to say we had played 13 games that night in total. So I was burnt. I was pissed. I was drunk. I had been drinking, and I just grabbed my controller and fucking my keyboard and just slam it into my fucking desk. Tell him I'm going to bed, and I turned everything off. And the next morning I got up and I was like, I broke something. Fuck.
God.
And yeah. My wife doesn't know that one actually. She's gonna find that one out. That's fun.
Hey Ashley. Yeah, next episode, why I going through a divorce?
We'll
Yeah,
have
so-
a joint one. Why I got kicked out and why you got divorced.
But the best rage I've ever seen in my life, I'm not going to say his name, but we were playing Halo, split screen. We were all drunk. We were at my friend's house, and this was back when I was in high school. And he got ganged up on. He got smoked. Every time he spawned, he'd get sniped. Every time he spawned, he'd get rocket shotted. He just got so mad that he grabs the whole fucking TV and slams it into the fucking floor. It wasn't even his TV. It was our buddy's TV. Yeah, grabs the whole 43-inch TV and slams it into the floor and fucking leaves. And we're all like, "Oh shit, we were just playing, bro. My bad, shit." Yeah, that worst fucking rage I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, I guess we'll just leave then because we don't have a TV now. So all right,
Yeah.
guys.
So
the
what
thing.
do we do now?
Yeah, all right.
Back to drinking.
All right. What do we watch? Let's just.
All
What about you, Steve?
Oh man, here's a funny story, dude. So only fucking losers like you guys rage because I win. I don't lose. Just kidding. I don't. Yeah. No.
You get smacked around the other night by some dude on Tekken. Come on.
I get. Ooh. Insta stream.
I want you to get smacked over at Fuzzy's in fucking Houston.
Don't lie though. I played really good that whole
you
tournament.
You did.
Yeah.
did.
No, I played really good.
That was a good trip. I love
Yeah, I shouldn't have brought Joseph. I would have won first place if I didn't bring fucking Joseph.
that. Yeah.
I literally wanted to say, all right, if you beat me, you're gonna find your own way home.
Yeah.
That would have been me raging. No, I don't typically rage. I talk shit. I'm a really big shit talker. I don't really like. So it's kind of like me raging, and people will say like, "Oh, you're raging." It's because like Tekken is very technical when I play Tekken, and so if I see them throw out a random fucking move like like out of nowhere a hop kick, and I eat it, I'm like, I really want to break shit so bad. I don't though. I'm really calm about everything. I'm like, bitch. Like I'll say a swear word, and then people that know I don't really swear too much on stream. I'm really good at not swearing, unless it's like 4 a.m. Then I'm like, whatever.
You're a couple
But
beers in already.
yeah, I'll start saying the most. I'll talk OnlyFans, whatever. Yeah, if you want to hear me get into deep secrets, you come to the late night streams I have. But
Hold up.
What?
Let me say something.
good.
If you want to go about shit talking, my fucking guy up here, man.
I'm really good. I'm
Dude.
really good at shit talking.
Back
bro.
when Modern Warfare 3 had the 3v3 lobbies.
Dude. Oh.
When
my
me,
God.
him, and Zan were basically like a clan in it. Holy
Aimbot god.
shit.
Nasty.
We were
dude.
nasty, and Colby would just make them want to just end it.
Dude,
Like,
as
it
soon
was
as-
bad.
As soon as the game started, I'd be like, "GG, you suck. Get out of here, bro."
We're 12.
I can't say much about it because it was fucked. But there was just one in particular that he knows which one. It was so fucking bad.
It's
The amount that he talked shit to this guy, it was I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so much.
All right, so I got one then. To tangent really quickly, not to, or actually, wait a minute, Steve, finish up, and then we'll tangent.
No. Fuck me. So no, but I have had. Obviously, in the competitive scene, there's a lot of raging, and growing up, there's a lot of raging. One of the big ones, I beat my friend Jake at Guitar Hero, and he smashed the guitar. That was always kind of interesting. Like literally, just like smashed the guitar. We walked out, and they go, "Who won?" He did. And we couldn't play anymore. I've had that happen multiple times. He also broke a controller too after I beat him in Fight Night. Fun guy, great guy. If you ever need anything, the guy you go get. I needed a washer. He got it like in 30 minutes out of nowhere. I don't know where he found it, but but dude, he's really good at things like that. So that's like kind of something that happened. But in like the tournament setting, when you're at LANs. Now I'm almost intimidated to go to a Call of Duty LANs because those are insane, but they're a lot more calmer at like for fighters because one, there's rules that you can't do and it's really more personal. So it's not like 5 versus 5; it's 1 versus 1. So really you can't do much. Now the ones I've been to, you'll get banned if you throw a controller. You get banned for 2 weeks. If you throw a chair or a controller, you get banned for 2 weeks, no matter what. If you make somebody cry, you get banned for a week. So at Smash, because the Smash to share the community with me.
Yeah, Timothy.
My homie Nate, he was playing Tekken. I was like, "What are you doing? Aren't you a Smash player?" He goes, "I got banned for a week. I made a kid cry."
What?
You can't make him cry.
So if you don't say a fucking word to them, but you smack that ass enough and whoop their ass in the match, and they break down over it.
No, that's expected. Like, because they're gonna cry no matter what.
Okay.
Shit talk.
But if you make them cry by shit talking.
Oh,
Yeah.
I get that.
I thought it was
That's
just
fair.
like beating their ass.
No, because then I would just cry all the time.
Yeah.
No, but like that's something that's really a big thing. Is like he made him cry and he got banned. And I was gonna get in Smash and I was gonna be like, it's like, is that your mom over there? I'm gonna fuck her after I beat you. Because there are a lot of like teenagers that are playing. I'm gonna fuck your mom after I beat the shit out of you in Smash. I'm not even that good either. So
smash you and then I'm gonna smash her and then just wait. There's probably rules against that. I'm just
yeah. After I'm gonna DQ so I can go fuck your mom in the hotel. So there's a lot like that. I've had, but other than that, like in the scene, I've had it where I've had certain people rage at me. I've had people yell at my face. They do this thing where like there's certain things you can do, so you can't touch me obviously because automatically. You can't touch me. Can't grab my controller or nothing. But I've seen it where a person will like grab your controller and smash it. It hasn't happened to me, but it happened during like one of the Tekken tournament, like grand finals. A dude reached over after he lost and grabbed his player's controller and just tossed it in the audience and then threw his controller. Now that's like one of the worst Tekken ones, but Smash is known for like punching chairs, flipping tables, putting holes in walls. I've seen it all.
In Vegas, there was a big ass fight over what was it? Street Fighter. It was the Street Fighter Championship. The dude fucking they claimed that he cheated, but he didn't. He won fair, and the other guy came over and just started fucking him up in the middle of the arena.
Oh,
that like shit happens.
I've
IRL, let's go.
Yeah, and real quick on like I guess we're not really political here, but like Madden a couple years ago, I think in 2019, Madden there was a shooting live. They were playing, the dude lost, and then you hear gunfire in the background and people screaming. So there's a level to this where like, man, it's raging can be healthy if it's but like there's
it's because the Cowboys got back to the Super Bowl.
You just like that's half our fucking client, it's half our fan base, guy. We're from Texas. But like it's crazy how much raging like it's so I guess advice for you. If you're gonna rage, go rage in the restroom, in the stall. Don't break anything. Don't just swing it at the shampoo bottle.
Fucking plants and shit. Like
get over here, dog.
So the one I was gonna bring up. Have y'all ever shit talked somebody on an opposite team and they fucking DM'd you or like joined your lobby and shit just to fucking 1v1 you? Have you ever had that happen?
I'm sure Colby has.
Colby has. I know I've had it happen in Destiny, but that's way back.
Kobe's done it in real life.
Modern Warfare 3, I was the fucking GOAT, bro. Bro, you're gonna have to bleep that out. I was the GOAT, dude. I would.
Yeah, what game is it?
Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare
2 and 3.
Ben. Just the people know Ben?
No.
Yeah.
You could just.
The viewers
We're
haven't
gonna
met
put
him
him on one, but they haven't met him. Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
Just say our friend.
Dude,
Skip
super
tonic,
sweet blonde
yeah.
white dude, bro.
Irons
Yeah.
on.
So he had a stepbrother, second brother, I don't know, a brother, that thought he was hot shit at Call of Duty. And I'm over at their place, and I'm like, let's 1v1 right now. He's like, all right, bet, let's 1v1. So I walk in there, I straight wiped the floor with
Slapped him
bro.
around.
Like, I don't even think he got 3 kills, and the max kills was like 35. So I 35-3'd him, and then just walked out of his room. He's like, what the fuck, you just gonna come in here and shit on me and leave? Yeah.
That's how it
Most
works.
badass feeling ever, dude.
It was
I will
so
always be
fucking
one.
great to watch because I was there for that, and it was the funniest fucking thing ever. That's what I was gonna say. Colby's done it IRL. He
Yeah.
fucking did that shit.
I've done it IRL, bro.
I mean, like, my buddy will wipe you at Modern Warfare 2.
I don't know, man.
You don't know. You don't think Master Alex would wipe Kobe. Alex traveled all over Europe and played Modern Warfare 2.
I don't know who the fuck that
Oh.
is, but
Alex, Marcus and Alex.
Yeah. I
the
haven't
RC?
seen Alex play fucking shooters in a long time.
Yeah, he's been
He doesn't
retired.
play.
He retired because there was somebody cheating on his team, and he reported him, and then so he like basically quit, and he was on contract, so he couldn't sign with another team during that contract. And he just stopped playing. But yeah, he traveled all over Europe and played.
You know Alex.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Colby.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you've met Alex. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. I didn't realize he was like that. All right,
Yeah.
I respect him.
Yeah.
Give him his
No,
respect. I
he-
won't shit on him.
No, he's such a homie, but like
You're not fucking with Alex.
he tells me like the stories about like, when he traveled. So basically, when they traveled in Europe, they stayed at like a gymnasium where they had this, like shit mattresses, and he had one of his friends that was kind of like chunky and just kind of looked like their typical like gamer, like just glasses and stuff. And the other team came in like in the middle of the night and pissed on him before the big tournament. They came in and pissed on him. Yeah.
I'll fuck him up.
Yeah.
Someone's getting their ass handed.
No,
to them.
no.
I'm not
So,
fucking
so,
with
like,
video.
yeah. So, like,
Yeah.
Alex woke up, and like later on, like, it was in the middle of the night when Alex woke up. That dude was in the corner crying because they pissed on, and then they had to go play. And he was always telling me like, I've never felt like more hatred toward these guys in my life. I just couldn't believe somebody actually would do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, Alex has like some really good stories
We
for
need
like
to
his.
definitely get him
Yeah,
on here.
he
That would be a
definitely
fun
has
combo.
good stories about like what was the travel. And I always think about like how shitty of people. And we are going to cover a little bit about bullying in later episodes, but like bullying in
Yeah.
gaming is still kind of bullying. I mean, you can't really say much. Now everything's documented, so and I talk about it all the time about like now I won't say any names, but we had a player for Tekken that was in the Discord saying racial slurs, saying LGBTQ plus slurs, and they got banned. And it sucks because they've been doing it for a while, but since they were such a high caliber player, nobody reported it. It wasn't until they did it to another high caliber player that he reported it.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
And then it was like, yo, you're done. And it's because I was at the tournament. They actually there was actually a kind of an assault. They had a money match at this tournament I was at in Houston, and the player won. One of the he's kind of a homie of mine. Actually was in his hotel playing with him that same day. They went to go shake hands, and that player like shoved his hand into his chest and then ran off. And nobody said anything about it because it was such a high caliber player. So it's definitely something I've noticed about about how it works with gaming is like now everything's documented. So you can't be a piece of shit anymore, which I'm glad because it's like being a shitty person is hard. But whenever somebody pissed on you, not only should they have been banned from every tournament they've ever played, they should be arrested, all of them.
Yeah,
And
when you start getting in, and don't get me wrong, not that it justifies it in any way. If they were in another country, you're gonna play with some guidelines and boundaries there that you're probably not gonna get anywhere with. That's the shitty part.
yeah, no, agreed. I think it was in
Was that
Berlin.
The Europe.
German team that they got pissed on by?
I don't know. I think it was. Yeah, we can. I'll ask him about it. But yeah,
So,
he
no,
told.
yeah, we're definitely gonna have to get him on here.
Yeah,
and-
he'll definitely
and start
explain
talking
more about that.
combos. Yeah.
But yeah, so the shit talk and they get to like circle back, like yeah, shit talking's awesome. And I'm the biggest shit talker when it comes to fighting games. I'm not even that great at them. I'll shit talk my ass off. But there was one where and I'm a dumbass about it too. So I'll run my mouth constantly, and somebody go, "Well, first to 10 me." That's what they call it in Tekken, FT10. And I go, "All right, yeah." And then I go, "But I don't get out of bed for $200."
Hey,
All right. They'll go get $200. I'm like, all right, bet. I know I'm gonna lose.
I never did it for money, but
They call your bluff.
Dude,
when he was learning how to play Smash, he did that shit with me, and I just wiped the floor with him while he was learning.
Well,
Now he fucked me up.
what we used to do with when I first got into Smash, Zan fucked me over like all the time. He was such a good player and I wasn't, and I just can't have that. You know, I can't have somebody beat me like multiple times. And if
Colby knows about that.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Colby's the
Talk about it
reason.
later. Go ahead and.
I was just gonna say there was one time where fucking Steve Wonder played Junk Smash. And
Oh my god!
I-
If you suck at a game at Smash, don't play Drunk Smash. You'll lose.
I told him, I was like, bro, look, we don't have to do this. We can just play. He's like, no, we're doing it. So it's basically, when you lose a stock, you drink, and then if you die, you lose, you finish your drink.
That's
So
exactly.
we're
it.
playing,
Oh shit.
and I'm fucking him up. Like, granted, I think he's killing me 1 or 2 stocks every round, but I'm like beating him.
Oh,
And it
yeah.
gets to the point where he's fucking down like a 6-pack and some change, and I've only had like 2 drinks, and I'm like, bro, we can stop. He's like, oh, fuck that, we're still going.
And I'm sure I said that word too. I ended up clashing on his couch.
Yeah, he got so like that. Dude's fucking gone. I'm like, you're not fucking driving, dude.
Yeah, well, I mean, you didn't have to convince me. I mean, I was probably gonna fall asleep. Or anyways, if I didn't fall asleep in that chair, you wouldn't. I was gonna fall asleep
We fell
somewhere.
asleep watching Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Damn, did we watch the whole thing? Because I don't remember it.
I don't remember how far we got in, but I remember I put it on because we were talking about it.
Okay, what were you gonna say, Kobe?
Zan.
Totally forgot Zan. Okay.
Yeah. How you got so
You're the
dedicated to Call of
reason.
Duty?
Yeah,
He's the
so
reason.
I was already wasting my entire life in Call of Duty, and Zan had never played it. Him and I, when we first met, all we did was play Pokemon together. We had DSs, and we would spend a lot of time in that. And then I got sucked into Modern Warfare 2 like more. So I was already into it, but I told Zan about it. I was like, "Have you ever played this game?" No. I was like, "Okay, then 1v1 me," and I shit on him so bad. Now I kind of feel bad about it because he had never played the game, and I was just going in, no mercy. And yeah, so that's why he does the same thing to new players.
And I will talk about that more. Is that Zan he doesn't give a shit if you've ever played the game or if you've been playing for 100 years. He's gonna go so hard. He's gonna get so sweaty.
He's going to sweat his heart out.
He's gonna do whatever it takes. And what the thing is, we have this thing called where you go for the clips. Where you go for the clips. He's gonna go for those clips. So if you're off stage, and we even say it like we always go off stage, which means that we're gonna jump off stage, and even if we die, we're gonna kill you. And that's something that we've always done. And he's constantly getting clips, and he has multiple clips of him doing it to me when I first started in Smash.
Oh no.
So like, and he does that to Brittany too. And he has a friend that made a whole whole ass song. Somebody made him a whole song about what it's like to play your girlfriend at Smash.
Smashing your girlfriend at Super Smash.
Yeah, smashing your girlfriend. It's amazing, and it's so accurate too. So yeah, thanks, Kobe.
Yeah, so Colby's the reason for all this because Zan always says Colby fucking got a nuke on him on his first time playing, and after that, that was it.
On.
Yeah, Zan had no life,
Now
and
he's an aimbot.
he has. I'll give it. He has somewhat of a natural talent for certain shooters and stuff.
Yeah.
So it doesn't help anything that he's naturally good, and then he sweats and just gets even harder. And it fucking just it sometimes it's unbearable.
He's good.
Oh, yeah.
His head though.
Huh?
I will always remind him that I shit on him.
Just to fuck with him.
Oh yeah. Like Zan's that friend where I always talk good about him to other people, but to his face, it's like we fucking hate each other. I don't think we've said a nice thing to each other in like 8 years. But he's one of my best friends.
By the way, it's Poseidon's _VII if you guys want to watch Zan Rage.
For VII, Discord. We'll get him on here one of these days.
He won't. He won't.
Probably next. Oh, I'm gonna get him.
He won't. He won't. He won't. He won't. He's definitely not. I know. I would love to get him on here, but like, I just feel like he's not gonna be interested in being in the podcast. I would love to get him though.
We could do one about Pokemon. He'll get on.
I don't know. After he sees this one, maybe he'll change his mind.
Yeah, I gotta talk shit about Kobe real quick. I gotta give the story about how I bodied Kobe. Yeah, now we know Kobe's story.
Fun fact: We'll bring Colby in as a surprise guest at the end of that one too.
oh,
We'll
yeah.
throw him in.
And then we'll just do a whole tournament setting.
Fuck it.
All right, well, let's round this off with one more kind of discussion. Where are you at now with gaming? Like, what are your plans? What are you gaming? What are you currently playing? What do you want to play in the future? Go ahead, Go ahead and kick it off, Squid.
Well, I am trying to get a decent schedule going at work so I can actually continue trying to stream. I've streamed, I believe it was twice before, but as I said, I think it was in an earlier podcast. It was back when I was overnight, and so basically I was streaming at midnight, 1 in the morning till like 5. So really, it was the dead hours for certain people. Like anybody I wanted to watch, I actually wanted to watch, couldn't watch.
Ghoul
They were asleep and
hours.
stuff. So I'm trying to get a schedule going so I can actually try and at least two a week, to where it's okay, and I can do some streaming. Currently, I really don't have anything I'm playing. I know I've been playing Tiny Tina's a little bit. It's really fun. Borderlands, I can't play it a lot because I'll get bored of it fast. I know the Guardians of the Galaxy game, which one I believe was Best Narrative. I think it's on sale right now, and I was thinking about getting it. Yeah, I thought about scooping it up. And then I know I'm waiting for God of War Ragnarok. Got announced October 19th, I believe it is.
Check it out, guys.
And it's coming out for PS4. I don't know if it's coming out for PC, but it's coming out for PS4. And if I can get a scheduled time, then I may just stream it from my PS4 to Twitch and play it through there. Because I love the God of War series. And I'm probably going to buy the new one they made a couple years ago, or a year ago or so, on PC and play it through. And I might just stream that too. But just whatever. I just don't really want to stream competitive games. I want to do story-driven shit.
And you should definitely check him out. I mean, I link everyone's Twitch in the description, but Ed is really good about playing these single-player games. He definitely can talk your ear off about what's going on in the background, give you some lore behind it. So definitely, when he does start going live, you should definitely check him out because he really is big on like the lore and the background story of the game.
And I like to be a completionist, so I go for like trophies and shit. Like I've 100%ed a couple games. Not a lot, but a couple.
Yeah,
Definitely. What about you, Kobe?
That, shoot.
Elden
I
Ring,
mean,
Elden Ring.
yeah, of course. I'm trying to think of something to talk about other than that.
well, I mean, you're playing Dark Souls 3 now, right? You're trying Dark
Kind
Souls
of.
3 out.
Kind of. I'm not streaming, so gaming is more of my therapy at this point, right?
There you go.
I don't hate my job, but it's tiring. I work all the time,
Hates
so
his job.
I like to come home and just not
Masturbate.
think about anything. Yeah, I mean, Elden Ring, as you can tell, has been my number one therapy. Let's see, I just beat it the 7th time on PC yesterday. No, the 6th yesterday. I beat it 7 on PS4.
Oh my god.
Nothing, dude. I know that.
That's a lot. Is that not a lot? Am I the only one amazed by
That's
that?
like
No,
13
I
times?
mean, not for that game though. I mean, theoretically speaking, yeah, it depends how you want to look at it, right? Because those games, that's what they're designed for. That's their literal structure, is to have new game plus and to consistently, gradually get harder and harder and harder to keep you driven in that game. That's the design of it.
Okay.
And Elden Ring, it was the first open world Souls-like game. So normally, the way Souls games work is like you run through a tunnel full of enemies and then you fight a boss at the end. You know, I mean, it's not that linear, but the storyline is linear. But with Elden Ring, you can literally start. I mean, you start in the same place every time, but you can go all the way to the end game area and not have fought a single boss. You just need to figure out how to get there. So, like, I've played it through. What is 7 plus 6? 13?
13.
I played it through 13 times. I've never had the same experience in the game, and I think that's what I really
That's
thoroughly
cool.
enjoy.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. Yeah.
I know that they're coming out with DLC soon, so I'm extremely excited about that. And Modern Warfare 2, October 28th. I
Yep.
cannot wait. Like, I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
other than Elden Ring, Modern Warfare 2, #1 game, absolutely tops my list, and I just really hope they don't mess it up.
And what about plans on streaming or
I
how's that
would
work?
like to get back into streaming. I've put in like some trouble tickets with Twitch to get my account back. Like I explained the fact that I don't have my Middle Eastern phone number anymore, and that was the only form of two-factor authentication. Like I've tried to do it through my email, but because in Twitch's settings I didn't have it set up that way. Even if I did the email, it still required the phone. So,
I got you.
yeah, I'm trying. I haven't heard back from them. It's been like freaking 6 months since I reached out to them.
Sounds like Twitch.
Yeah. So, I mean, if I really get the itch to do it, I currently stream twitch.tv/intervention dad, all one word. It's not going to be my full-time stream. I'll find out a way to shout that out if I ever do decide to stream on there again. But yeah, that's about where I'm at.
All right, that sounds really good. Again, you know, I mean, I feel like yes, it sucks to the whole losing your account, but I mean, you could also take this as an opportunity to rebrand. Not saying your brand was bad, but like now you can start fresh and kind of the things that you didn't know when you first started to what you know now. I mean, I'm sure you can grow really quick.
I've actually thoroughly considered rebranding and focusing on Dark Souls types games. I've always streamed competitive. If you look at every single one of my VODs, even if I play a story game in one of the VODs, I switch to a competitive game before I get off.
Yeah.
So I've been thinking about that. It's just not necessarily at the top of my list right now.
Fair.
Okay.
But
True Alpha Kobe, that'd be a cool
I
name.
might, what was that? Oh, True Alpha Kobe. I'm down for it. No, I would love to start. I just haven't. So, yeah.
And I will touch on that real quick before I get with RC. So one of the main things when I first started streaming, of course, because when you start streaming, YouTube, you're looking at everyone's like how to grow, all that stuff, and all of them are fucking pointless, guys. They're all really dumb. Turn off your viewer count. That's how I grew. Like, no, you just didn't acknowledge it. Just don't acknowledge it. I mean, there's like little shit like that kind of pissed me off. But I don't know who said it, but they said the one thing that I took away from it is that when you're streaming, whenever you use gaming as a source of relaxation, a source of comfort, and a stress reliever, that changes when you try to do it for streaming because it's no longer a sense of comfort. It's more now like a job. And that's something that I've always felt because, like, there's been times where I'm like, fuck, I don't want to stream today. And then you can kind of feel the energy. And those are, like, the worst streams I have is, like, whenever I stream, like, I force myself to stream, I realize that I'm not having a good time. And that's that whole, like, and that's why I always say, like, play Stardew Valley. And I was just telling you guys about it. Like, pick up Stardew Valley as a side game because I would literally play that game all day and just throw out a fishing line and just catch fish.
Heck yeah, dude.
So
I made the heroin hero reference earlier, and Steve didn't get it.
Oh yeah, I'll just do it with Animal Crossing. Go fish.
I have one thing to say about stream growth. Stream growth.
Ew.
I streamed for I think a little under 2 years, like super regularly. I mean, at least 8 hours a day, even on the days that I work. I streamed a lot. And the time when I saw my most growth was when I had a set schedule where I would play certain games for certain people on these days, certain games for other people on these days, and you stick to that and keep to the niche that you fall into the easiest. Competitive games, I mean, it's all basically all I've talked about except for Elden Ring. Like, I'm just kind of that loud, ragey person, and I mean, you
Makes
can
for good
fall
content.
into those groups. Yeah, it makes for good content for the right viewers. And you just need to know when they're available to watch. Set your schedule around that.
It's funny because, like, if people that haven't seen you stream in a while, they're gonna see you stream with a beard and then be like, "Damn, did you age like 20 years?" Like you just came out of like the hyperbolic time chamber with the full ass beard,
Full beard and long
hair, beard, and different location. Hey, young whippersnappers.
Good fucking ping now.
Yeah, good ping.
Good
Switching
ping.
from Fortnite to story-based games, I definitely aged.
Yeah, and you know, I think one day we'll talk about like growing on Twitch because I've learned what not to do and it's really hard if you're a Fortnite streamer because it's so saturated.
Well, any PvP shooter is saturated as fuck right now.
So it's definitely hard to grow as a Fortnite streamer.
and it doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
That killed my motivation for probably the first 4 months, and then I kind of fell into the routine. And I swear to God, in probably 9 months, I went up like 500 followers, and that's not a lot. But with that 500 followers, at one point, I think I had like 120 subs, and for a brand new um, Twitch streamer, like I was making close to $300 a month playing video games because I fell into my niche.
Nice.
Yeah.
I definitely agree. Real quick, how much money did you spend on Fortnite?
Too much. I have. I looked-
Too much.
I just want to balance that out with how much money you're making in gaming.
So I was definitely spending way more than $300 a month on Fortnite. I'm a big collector. I fell into the CS:GO knife scene. Made and spent. All right, so not all of this money is money straight from my bank account, but I made and spent probably close to like $20,000 in there.
Oh my
on
God.
Fortnite, I currently again did not put $20,000 in. Okay, I made a lot of money in that, but in Fortnite, I have 525 skins. I looked yesterday because I played, and they're a minimum of $8. So if y'all feel like doing the math,
Steve's
Math?
on it. Hold on. Steve's on it right now.
$4,160. $4,000, 160. Okay.
That's just on skins. That
Just
doesn't
on
count
skins.
just on
Anything
skins,
else.
there's
Yeah.
other cosmetics, and I have 4 exclusive skins. 2 that cost over $60, 2 that cost over $100. So it changes.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But those skins also increase in price, right?
Well, I
So
said the amount
I just
people
wish
pay
it
for
was
your
like fucking
account.
CS:GO where you at least because there was a minute there you were turning a profit on CS:GO too,
I
man.
was, yeah. I have a clip of myself. I literally talked about it. I said I put $5 in, I spun cases and sold what I won, and I'm on my third go through, and I opened like a $150 knife off of a $5 buy-in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can make money. It is gambling. It is gambling.
No.
Big team.
It is
Because
gambling.
I definitely lost money.
Yeah.
Take that with a grain of salt, guys. Gambling is bad. But if you get a $150 knife, that's pretty cool.
It is cool. I think the most expensive knife that I pulled was like $1,500, and I sold that for
Jesus.
How much you sell for?
$1,500.
Jeez, that is a lot. Yeah, I agree. Well, that's yeah. I'm glad. You know what? One day we'll do a whole thing about Twitch growth. I would love to talk about Twitch growth, and yeah.
That'd be
So
fun.
yeah, I think that's an episode that's coming hopefully soon, and we'll get Colby back on and RC, and then we'll just talk about Squid, and he can just chime in.
Oh, but I was gonna say,
I would love to help you grow Squid on Twitch.
well, I was gonna say for sure, I'm gonna stream in October whenever they release the DLC for Shadows of Rose in Resident Evil 8.
No, I got you.
They announced that I think it's October. Like everything's fucking happening in October for some reason. But there's
Sorry, continue.
no, you're good. Actually, if we end up doing lobbies and that, I may actually stream competitive just to stream lobbies of us screwing around on quickscoping. Yeah,
So good. It's gonna be
Dude.
so good.
but
I'm
yeah,
excited. I'm
they're
really
supposed to be
excited.
dropping the first DLC for Resident Evil 8, so I will be picking that game back up. I may stream a playthrough again, and then like from start, and then I'll stream the DLC because I'm excited for it because I love Resident Evil. I love all the games. I just recently had COVID, and in having it, I replayed 7 because it's such a great game, and 8 was really good too, but I overplayed the shit out of that one. So yeah, more than likely I'll be hopefully starting to pick it up and growing more soon.
All right, that was probably the longest tangent we've ever had. World record right there. Let's go ahead and RC. So where are you at right now with gaming? What are you playing? What do you plan on playing in the future?
Right now, I'm no lifing Destiny. My weekly rotation, playing through all the bullshit for Destiny. I've also got my close friends group that play with me. My wife plays with me. I got her playing Destiny, so I'll play a lot with her when in my free time. Other than that, Ground Ranch, it's a first-person tactical strategic shooter. So you have to, shoot, move, communicate. It's a simulation-style shooter for tactical situations, and it's really fun. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy playing that one. But I'm just waiting for COD, man. Once MW2 drops, it's gonna be fucking fun. I'm waiting for the new Warzone. Like I'm probably gonna put some time into that between work and school and my life. It's gonna be COD more than likely. And subbing
Let's
in
go.
Destiny when I can. I'm
Let's
excited
go.
for it.
Definitely. Well, I have a lot of big projects in the making. I know you guys just think I'm a podcast host, and I am a streamer. So one of the big things I took away this year is I took a step back from. I'm a competitive Tekken player. I travel for that shit, and I play for money, and I enjoy it. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun to kind of travel and have your homies and like stay in hotels and play your homies all drunk. It's a really good time. If you haven't done it, you should definitely go out and do it. Even if you're good or bad, doesn't matter if you go 0-2. It's fine. But so this last in May, I lost a big tournament. I went 0-2, which means I lost both of my 2 matches, and I basically ended my whole tournament setting. And there's a lot that went into that. I was prepared, but I was really anxious about the game. I was really nervous. I had everything I needed to win, and I didn't even. It's actually bad because the guy I played, I was in a hotel room with the guy that beats him all the time and trained me to beat him, and I still bombed out. And that's when I realized that I need to take away from Tekken, which is so that was a big thing, and I ended up like taking a month off of Tekken. I played, but I wouldn't stream. And that's when I realized I'd really rather be just a variety streamer. So I'm now streaming other games besides Tekken. I actually have a tournament. I think it started already. I think I'm going to get DQ'd. I forgot all about it. I forgot all about it. But I don't stream tournaments anymore. I'd rather just play in them and just watch it on their stream. But now I'm doing more variety streaming. And this week, I went crazy on Steam, and I wasted like $200 on the Steam sales. If you don't know, there's a Steam sale going on. Yeah, and I bought a bunch of indie games, and I'm doing 5 nights of games. 5 nights, 5 games. Tonight I'm playing, and then obviously this will not be Wednesday anymore because we're going to release it tonight, so you won't hear about it. But I wanted to do this 5 nights, 5 games because I'm preparing for October, where I'm going to shoot for 31 days for 31 streams, all horror games.
Shit.
And I cannot wait to do that. We have Phasmophobia, Hellcoming, every indie horror game.
I'll jump in on those.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it 31 days, and it's gonna cultivate in the day of Halloween, where I probably will stream sometime in the day on Halloween, and then of course I'm gonna go rage for Halloween night to celebrate the 31-day stream. Definitely stay with me on that. I am very excited for the future of my channel. But also my YouTube has been kind of getting some traction. Definitely check out the YouTube because we're not even just playing games anymore. Me and Squid react to videos all the time. We're doing tier list reaction videos. I definitely
and our YouTube videos start again this month, so that's gonna be fun too.
Oh, also, I just want to mention for anybody who watched our latest tier list, I wasn't the best co-host in that one because I was actually I was like my first day having COVID, and I didn't know I had COVID. So I just felt like shit, but I still did it. But that's why I don't think I was as normal as I usually was because I had COVID and I wanted to die. It was bad.
For the most part, whenever you see Squid in a grumpy mood, it's because he just woke up. So he literally just woke up. We had to that's why we had to literally have to take like 30 minutes for him to kind of get up and wipe his face.
This wasn't late because of me though. All right.
Nobody said it was late. It was not late for any particular reason.
Delayed.
It was delayed.
It wasn't because of me this time.
It was delayed because there's a lot of things going on with all 3 of us, and it was really challenging.
Forget about Colby.
Well, Colby, we just sent him a message. He's like, "Hey, you want to be on the podcast?" And he goes, "Yeah," and then we just jumped on. So it doesn't matter if he's late or not.
No, but you're saying
us 3, the main host of the channel. We definitely had a really busy week, all 3 of us, and it was really challenging. For the first time in a long time in the podcast, I'm actually tired. So you know what? Real quick, Marcus, this 3D did not give me the energy I thought it would. You let me down. You let me down.
Didn't I say?
I don't feel shaky or nothing. Look, I'm like fine. No, but like legitimately, I'm fine. I always shake like that. But so it was definitely a challenge this week, and we do apologize for that. And we'll try to keep better. we'll try to make sure we get it uploaded every Wednesday, and like we're still gonna upload it Wednesday. It's gonna be uploaded today, but it was just delayed, and that's always gonna happen.
Life happens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What it is.
especially 4th of July weekend, it was really challenging to get everything out. I had 4 interviews. RC had barely getting home. We had a bunch of shit going on. Ed is a bitch. A lot of stuff going on. I haven't said nothing mean to you all day. I had to say something mean to you. No,
you've been saying mean shit to me all podcast. Get out of here.
All podcast long.
All right. Well, let's wrap this shit
Yeah,
up.
let's
Going
wrap.
tangent again.
Yeah, let's definitely get a tangent if we don't. First of all, I definitely want to thank Colby for being here. Appreciate it. We're gonna get him on the podcast again.
My pleasure.
Yeah, to have him for Twitch growth.
Get him again. Yeah, definitely get him again.
And we'll definitely try to get Poseidon's _VII and get him in. Maybe we'll get them talking shit. Wouldn't that be a treat if they're talking shit?
Hey, bro, I will talk shit to Zay
But
on my
that's what I'm saying.
podcast.
We don't tell Zan that Colby's been dripping. We have
We just
Zan
have him
start
jump in
talking
like,
shit,
"What's up,
and then Colby jumps in.
That's crazy because Zan
What's
listens to our
this gonna be about
podcast. So we definitely appreciate all the love and support we get in this channel. You can find us at all channel locations. You can find us. Let me go ahead and get the directory going where you can find us at. We are now listed on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Pocket Cast, Deezer's, Listen Notes, Player FM, Podcast Index, all of them except Pandora and iHeartRadio. Working on that one right now. But you can find us at all of them.
But we're figured out.
And
We're not country enough.
we're not country enough. And you can find us on YouTube. I always link it in the description. I will share it out. You can find us all over that. I'll list all our handles in the description. We definitely we love the support. Comment down. Check the TikTok out. I'm working hard on that damn TikTok. Check it out. Comment, talk shit about Ed. Do whatever you want to do.
Shit about Ed,
And
bro.
specifically,
Let's go.
bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. Medium-sized penis.
It's Squid. Talk shit about Squid.
Squidster.
Squid.
Yeah.
Squid.
All right.
Hey, real
Go
quick
ahead.
before we go, can I do a quick special shout out? I know I'm
Yeah.
taking advantage of my first time on here. Sweet. I just want to say hello to my girlfriend. She regularly watches these every single time it's come out.
Hey.
That's right.
If I can shout out her Instagram, int.abigail. You probably can't read that, but go follow her. She's a model. She's beautiful, and I just wanted to say thank you, and I love you.
Thanks to her for watching. We appreciate all the support we can get.
Me and Ed are
Support we can get, man.
literally going through a breakup.
What?
We're going through a breakup, and you're talking about your girlfriend.
Oh, I didn't know that y'all were.
We're all heartbroken over here, and you're on love and shit. Fuck that. No, I'm just kidding. No. Fuck that. I'm gonna cut this out. No, definitely. I will definitely put her link in the description as well. If Colby, if you want to put it in the chat log, I'll get the links from you that way. Yeah, definitely give her a follow. I mean, we're not just we always talk about supporting each other. We are a podcast that supports other small time influencers and big time ones if you can, but I'm sure they don't give a shit about us. We're working on brand deals, but we definitely love to support each other, and we're all about growth here. So we definitely we love that shit. So definitely give her a follow.
Love that shit.
And you know I don't cuss, but we fucking love that shit.
I'm telling your mom.
She's right here.
I'm gonna text her.
What's up, Mom?
She's right. She heard the podcast. No, she doesn't even know what a podcast is. Anyways, that's all we have for today. You guys have anything else?
I think that won't take us
Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah.
For real.
Thank
Yeah, thank you for being
coming on.
here. Thank you for being here. All right, guys, that's all we got. You guys have a great time. That sounded weird. You guys have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your week. We'll be back next Wednesday with another beautiful podcast. Thank you guys. I'll catch you guys later. All right,
y'all.
bye.
Thank y'all for watching.
So-